And I am live for the second time today, October 23rd, 2018. This is my 160th live video on YouTube. 1,202nd video altogether. PMDB videos were established way back in 2010. I guess I'm an old tuber now. This is my 379 overall. Hello, Gemma. I'm really happy that you're back once again, and I see you smashed that like button. Very much appreciate, Gemma. My 379th overall video of 2018. It's been my busiest year ever by some mile. Thank you very much. You don't even know if it was going to be a good video yet, Gemma, but I very much appreciate it. What have you been up to since we last spoke an hour ago or so? Good. Oh, good. There was a great collection of characters in last live stream. Gemma's looking into merch. You know what my merch would be, do you? Yeah. I have a live video addiction and Love Fleeces. That's me. Summed up in a nutshell. I like to keep life simple. Absolutely. Would have all different colors. But no, I'm live though. Nobody watches though, apart from you and Eagle and Triple D. Very few number of people watch. So to me, it'd be a waste of time. You have merch. Why do you have merch? No one watches you. That'd be people's reaction. So how you finding the whole looking into merch thing isn't an easy thing to set up? Whereas our usual, well, it's still quite early yet. I'll let them know we're here. Oh, it's complicated. I don't like complicated things. I like keeping life simple. I'll let Adriana know we're here. I was surprised not to see Hazel in the last live stream. I thought she would have been. Maybe she's had enough PMDB for one lifetime. Who can blame her? I sent a link to Adriana on Badoo. Love that, known as Badoo. Need and is there anybody you could help you out with this Gemma Autism at its finest Grace merch? It would be fun having merch, but I'm not popular. It depends. I exist. I will ask probably God, the good one. I thought I meant God in general. God, the good one, or somebody. No one I know sells theirs. Great to see you here. Once again, I'm happy you're back. I'm happy to see you're back on. Also, I've put a link. Well, I hope it's a nice surprise. I'll put a link to my BitChute account. You can find all the latest non-live and some live videos of the past on my BitChute account, which is bitchute.com/channel/PMDB videos. Also, it's a history-making night, day. Two things. Hey, Hens Vlogs, welcome. How you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. We have the lovely Gemma here, who's been a great support to me on this channel and the original main channel. This is my live channel for all my lazy live streams. I hope you enjoy. I just go with the flow in here. I'm pretty good, Hens Vlogs. Thank you for stopping by. I go with the flow in here. I simply have, well, I don't have a plan at all. I just go live, hope for the best, and interact with the chat. Why? Because that's the live streams I enjoy the most, is when the host of the most interacts with the chat and doesn't just, well, ignore them. That's the live streams I enjoy the most. So that's the live streams I try to create. A drama-free, don't tolerate trolls, family sort of environment, family feeling sort of environment on here. Hope you enjoy. Gemma's saying her day has been great. How's your day been? Am I pronouncing your YouTube name right? Hens Vlogs? I butcher names and the English language in general quite often, so be warned. Going to wear my trademark fleece tonight. Still on the long-haired journey, Gemma. Green Eyes thinks it's time I got a haircut. What do you think, Gemma? Hens has got you. I appreciate you coming in by, Hens. Welcome here anytime. You know, all for freedom of speech. Unless you're one of those, you know, I don't tolerate drama. I mean, people try and drag me and others in all sorts of schemes or whatever to do, but it's not happening. I'm too old, far too old for drama. Turn 31 next month. I don't do drama. My days on this world's getting more and more limited. Why would I want to do drama? Good. So we should get on fine then. I'm happy to have you here. Gemma says, no, don't get your hair cut. I think my hair is safe for now, Gemma. Until at least 2019. Maybe I'll have a makeover in 2019. We shall see. What shall we talk about? I have no idea. The title is called Company/PMDB Live 160. So, I love opinions, but trust me, I'm a very, very stubborn person, and it would be my choice whether I wanted to make over or not. Very stubborn. But I do love opinions too. So, Hens, if you're still there, have you had a good night so far? Good day? I'm just multitasking here. Don't think I've named any other video code company. I try and name them all differently. It can become a bit difficult after. How many videos have I done it again? 1,202. Becomes a Paranormal Mama's here. Hans vlog says, "Yeah, really good, thank you. How's my day's been? It started off a bit rough, but it's going better. So things are on the up. Great to see you here, Paranormal Mama. How are you doing tonight? There's a lot of Americans pour in and sometimes forget they're hours behind. Hard to keep up with everybody's time zones. It's 10 o'clock here in Scotland. Oh, I feel like we've created a wee family sort. Of course, there is the trolls. I do have my trolls that dislike everything I do, and it is what it is. And they sometimes come in and do what trolls do best. But I feel like we have created a family environment in here. Hens Vlogs is from the UK too. Wow. Part of the UK, if you don't mind me asking. I'm being nosy now. Just outside London. I've not been in London for a long time. I was lost in London once. Yes, there is a video of me lost in London. I had no idea where I was going. It's far too big for my liking. London. Hence, Gemma says she's an hour away from London by train. It is. So, you up to much tonight, Paranormal Mama? I did talk about Roman Reigns in my last live stream. It's I don't know if you've heard, but he has leukemia. Couldn't believe it. And wish him all the best. And might not watch WWE so much anymore, but still care for the individual wrestlers and respect them all. And I hope he has a very, very speedy recovery. Only 33, just a couple years older than me. So I wish Roman Reigns all the best. Yeah, I was shocking and sad that, like, I've said my opinion. I really find WWE unbearable these days. But and that's my reason why I haven't watched so much. But I was saddened to hear that. You love the heel turn for Dean. I never actually saw the heel turn for Dean Ambrose. I heard about it. I just thought the only thing I had an issue with it, was it a bit too soon? Was my feeling. I see you haven't been a YouTuber that long, Hens Vlogs. See you joined. I've been nosing on your channel. I see you joined this year. I'm I guess what you call an old tuber. This channel is 7 years old. My original and main channel is PMDB videos is over 8 years old. And I have a third channel I don't use that much. But it's over 6 years old. Yeah, I noticed that. I don't know, like, because he was out, for the real life segment with Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns, then to end it with the storyline segment, sort of like, I don't know, I wasn't sure if the timing was right. My opinion. And how are you finding it? How are you finding it? I've been on here a long time. I've made probably 1,000 more videos than I should have made. Look for the Intercontinental title match. See, I'm so out of touch. I just, obviously seen the news and was commenting on the Roman Reigns news in the last live stream. Really like it. Good. Long may that continue. It's exciting when you first join, and I really enjoy it. Sometimes still, when you get a good crowd in the live videos, like we have now, small crowd. I've got a small, very very small audience. I like it that way. I do like it that way. I don't think I'm made for a big audience. Well, I hope so for yourself too. Welcome here anytime. I do try and me and Gemma debate sometimes, but and others, but I do try and keep the political hat off here. And I aim for having a fun chat, a random chat, but try and keep it fun and banterful. Sometimes it can get a bit serious, when we're talking about something serious, but we try and have some fun, and we look out for each other and try and help each other out on here. Long may it continue. My political hat's literally on the shelf. Yeah, we're not always going to agree on everything. I don't think we're supposed to agree on everything. What is my channel all about? What is my channel all about, paranormal? I'm just a guy that likes the simple things in life that happens to have a unhealthy addiction to making videos from time to time. This year specifically, it's been a lot of live videos in the last few months. I've jumped on the lazy live stream bandwagon. I just like speaking to people. I've done all sorts of videos in the past. Some with not enough clothes on. Moving on. Really random. It's really friggin' random. I have no idea how to describe my YouTube channel because I've done a bit of everything. Serious one moment, really silly the next. Oh, so I was talking. I was about to say there's a history making day week. Two things. First time in over 8 years, my original and main channel, Paul Michael David Bain, has been renamed after all this time to PMDB videos. Keeping it simple. I probably will rename it again when I can think of something more exciting. But it's been renamed after 8 years. This one got renamed quite recently. The name of my former name of my second channel escapes me out of my head. Um, do I live stream every day? There's occasions where there can be a live stream a day or two. If you're like for today, for example, then there can be breaks. I can disappear for a few days and then come back, pop, surprise Gemma with a comeback. I, I'm Glad you think so, Gemma. It's very random. I go with it. As for the live videos, there is absolutely no plan usually. I just like interacting with whomever comes into the chat. Gemma and Paranormal Mama, great support. Glad to see you both here. 2 Facebook buddies as well. 2 of my 28 pals on Facebook. It's a shame my habit of disappearing. I didn't stay going. It's a shame I keep coming back. A terrible habit. So, I mean, this channel's been rebranded. This is where all my lazy live streams go from now on. This is my 20th one to this specific channel, 160th altogether. The new rebranded PMDB videos is where you'll find my, which is linked on this channel. You'll find all my non-live videos, previous live videos, and that's you know where all my non-live content will go from now on. I do have a third channel, but I have no idea what I'm going to do. I was kind of tempted to turn it into a wrestling themed channel, but I just find WWE so unwatchable at the moment. I'm kind of put off by it. Gemma, you're keen. I appreciate it. I really appreciate it. The praise. You lot keep me going. I was going to say keep me sane, but my keeping sane thing was away from me a long time ago. Oh yes, it's also a history-making day. I can't believe this day has come after 6 years. My third channel, my lonely third channel, I haven't done much with. It's finally had 1,000 views. Hallelujah! Crikey! Only took 6 years to get to that mega milestone. Yeah, come on, Gemma. Now I'm not paying Gemma, by the way, for these compliments. Well, I'm glad. I'm only Gemma's a terrible accomplishment, taking 6 years to hit 1,000 views. Now this channel's had very odd 1,000 views, which is pretty shite. Over 7 years. I'm just being honest. The main and original channels had, I think, 260,000 views, which is to me shite. In over 8 years. I'm just being honest. But I mean, to only have 1,000 views in six, I mean, that is abysmal. That is absolutely abysmal. So I'm one of the worst YouTubers of all time. Hens vlogs. The views don't lie. The sub meter doesn't lie. I am honestly one of the worst on here. But she asked Gemma, do you do live streams? I know the answer to that, but I'll let Gemma answer. But I felt a bit history making, finally rebranding my original and main channel to PMDB videos. RIP, the Paul Michael David Bain name. Yes, hence I do, but I've been taking a break. The problem I found with hens, thank you, I appreciate that. I'm just myself. I'm just my little weird self. And I just happen to I try and treat others the way I'd like to be treated. I can turn up the volume to try and entertain sometimes and um, try and keep people amused. Have you been live tonight, Paranormal Mama? I'm just me. Okay, Gemma, I've turned the bell on your channel, so we'll pop in. If you do, there you go, Gemma. Gemma, is a fantastic support. She's really one of my best supports on here, and she's a really good help. I highly recommend Gemma Autism at its finest grace. Hope you get some merch soon if you're looking into it. So yes, history making day. I can't believe my third channel has got 1,000 views. Woohoo! What am I doing with my life? What are you researching? What's coming up, Gemma? Intrigue us. Entice us. Hope I'm not putting you off your dinner. I was eating the last live stream was eating a rock cake. I'm getting far too confident on here. I'm going to research this. Oh, the merch. Oh, yes. And new video topics. Everybody's merch seems to be t-shirts or hoodies. Are the fleeceophobic or something? What's wrong with fleeces? Need some more fleece merch out there. That'd be my merch. That'd be my only merch. This is my merch. Oh, I need a padded cell so badly. So did you watch Raw Paranormal Mama? I did actually switch it on. I couldn't sleep last night, and I did switch it on and saw Elias with the guitar and thought, I can't be arsed for this. I don't mind him. I thought, ooh, Hen's vlogs. You like fleeces too? This is the place for you. I'm usually in a fleece. I should for every video that I'm live in going forward, I should be in a fleece. It's my gimmick. Um, but yeah, I saw Elias in his guitar segment, but I didn't tune in for long. Yes, I should tune in, Gemma. In fact, I need a new fleece. My favorite fleece is it's needing a revamp. I think a fleece with PMDB. Oh yes, you watched Raw. God. So what do you? I mean, you've got different opinions to me, obviously. On today's WWE product, you seem to watch it a lot more than I do. What do you think of the current product? Where would you rank it? My ranking's in the gutter, but that's my opinion. It's nice to know somebody else out there appreciates all things fleece. That would be my merch. You know exactly that. Hoodies, no. T-shirts, no fleeces. Want to wear all year round, every day. Oh me. So what did everybody get up to this past weekend? I was in to see Halloween, sequel to Halloween 1978. 6.4 out of 10. I gave it in my quick review. Reviews aren't my strong point, but I've always had a soft spot for the Halloween franchise, and I was really looking forward to this film. I was underwhelmed by it. I didn't think it was. I think it's the third best Halloween movie of all time, which doesn't really. It's not a very good compliment. Oh, Hens Vlogs. I really hope I'm saying your name right. Like she carved a pumpkin. She's got a wee pumpkin emoji going on. Well, yeah, I think I know who your number one male star is. I'm not sure who your number one female star is, but just, what do you think of the product in general, today's wrestling product? You know my feelings on it. I wondered, those who actually watch more of it seem to think of it. I had to tap out. I had to tap out, tap, tap, tap with my regular wrestling viewing. So Gemma, is Gemma still here? I think Gemma's gone. Is Gemma gone? My favorite was the part-time guy, Brock Lesnar, who's going to be around at Crown Jewel. And my favorite female one was Ronda Rousey. Alexa Bliss in second place. Nothing to do with looks, of course. Nothing to do with looks. Yeah, that'd have been number one of all time. Where is he? Where is he? He's up here. He's sleeping. The Stone Cold Steve Austin Christmas card tree is up on the top shelf. He's sleeping. Number one of all time. Stone Cold Steve Austin, of course. And one of my favorites since the start, Jake the Snake Roberts. Him and others like Hulk Hogan, Ultimate Warrior, and Demolition, Andre, they got me into wrestling in the first place. Can you still hear me okay when I sit back, by the way? Charlotte Flair, but I like the direction they're going. Probably never agree with the corporate about that, but you know what I mean. Who's still here? Is Hans Vlog still here? I was going to ask actually, is anybody dressing up for Halloween? I'm dressing up. Well, if you can call it dressing up. No, I'm dressing up as. I'm dressing up as a long-haired guy that has a fleece fetish. That's what I'm dressing up as if I go out for Halloween. It's basically this. That's my dress up. I think it's going to be unique. I don't think anybody else is going to be dressed up as a long-haired guy that has a fleece fetish. I think we're good. I think I'm original. Charlotte Flair, woo. It's hard to deny that Charlotte Flair is not one, if not the most talented in-ring worker character in general. She really does walk. Um, she has that swagger like her dad, and I wouldn't say I don't think there ever be another Ric Flair again. He's on a different stratosphere from a lot of others, but Charlotte Flair, she is very, very good at what she does. Still pretty young. She's just, I think, keeps going the way she's going. She'll just get better and better and better. So there's two people watching. 3 thumbs up. Appreciate that. And one person watching now. You mentioned wrestling. That puts people off. I think it was me that mentioned wrestling. We'll talk about fleeces and hair again. Charlotte, because of pure athletic abilities. Ronda would be number one because of attitude. She is like seems to be like the Steve Austin of the women's division of 2018, Ronda Rousey. And I think is the right way of booking Ronda Rousey. Matches I have seen her in, I have been impressed with. I enjoyed her tag match with Kurt Angle against Triple H, Triple Ego, and Stephanie McMahon. I create women Stephanie McMahon at WrestleMania 34. I've seen her in a few matches since then. She's been very impressive. I thought she may be a duck to war when it comes to wrestling, a little bit like Kurt Angle. And I think that has indeed happened. She seems to generally love wrestling. I have to go now. I have to be up early. When will we be next stream? I'm so random. I might be on tomorrow. I may be on tomorrow. Hen's vlogs. Welcome here anytime. I appreciate you popping in, and you take care. So I may be on tomorrow. No promises. I am very random. Sometimes I disappear, but I might be on tomorrow night. Maybe about 8 o'clock our time, say. But welcome here anytime, and I am quite random. It's lovely to meet you, Gemma and Mama. Thank you for welcoming me to the stream. Thank you for popping in. I hope to see you again soon. What's this about Roddy Piper, Paranormal Mama? The hot rod. They don't make characters like him anymore, do they? He was. I remember watching a tribute video to the Macho Man Randy Savage by the Ultimate Warrior. And the Ultimate Warrior was talking in the video, and he's like, "My guys from our generation, we were just a different cloth from other generations." And he's so right. They were just made differently back then. Really had so much charisma. The wrestlers in the mid to late 80s, they were definitely in a different cloth, different drug. No, but I just feel like, Ronda is the Roddy Piper of the women's division. I get you, of course. Um, I think she is seems to be booked very, very good. So I think, of course, there's Evolution pay-per-view coming up, the all women's pay-per-view, and then I guess we couldn't say we've got the all men's pay-per-view coming up too, Crown Jewel, the controversial Crown Jewel, which probably the less I say on the bear. Paranormal Mama says, "Nice to meet you, Hens Vlogs." The double standards of WWE is just unbelievable. We will push for more women in main events, but we will also sell out for money. They're I think I legit hate that company. Love wrestling, respect the performers, even the ones I don't particularly think they're that entertaining. But I really do not like that company. The more, right, I'm gonna stop before I get into a tangent. I am not. Does it come across I don't like Jamie Lee Curtis and WWE in my videos? Does that come across in my videos at all? I seen The Rock was acknowledging having a nice, comfy, cozy conversation with Jamie Lee Curtis and a tweet of like, "Rock, not you too." He's saying Rocky sucks soon. He was never Stone Cold Steve Austin. He was never as good as Stone Cold Steve Austin, in my opinion. I always so behind Austin when I was younger. I hated The Rock back then because I knew he was the Austin's biggest rival in all sorts of ways. but I was die-hard Stone Cold. Couldn't see past him. I was a Steve Austin mark, markety mark, like the Dave Meltzer is a mark to the Young Bucks. I was a mark. I guess I still am in a way to Stone Cold Steve Austin. I really hope the Rock isn't going liberal. Oh God, that's all we need. Or if he does, I hope he doesn't go really too left wing. Well, I am getting very, very close to turning it into a wrestling themed channel. Do you think I would be good at it? Let me be honest now. Be honest. Because the free channels at the moment, I'm setting them up where this is the live exclusive channel. My original main is going to be where my more productive videos go, I guess you could call them. Non-live videos, then third channel could be that wrestling themed exclusive channel. I appreciate you popping in by and keeping me company. That's what this is about, company. You guys that pop into this live stream are good company. That's why I keep coming back. This is the 160th PMDB live experience, but I've made so much more than live videos over the 8 years on here. I've, this is my 1,202nd video altogether of the never-ending, resurrecting PMDB video series. Be honest, well, it's a great idea, I think. I think it could. I wouldn't take it too serious. I think there's a guy on here. I won't mention names. I don't want to get into wrestling drama, but I do enjoy some of his opinions. But he takes it far too seriously, and the amount of adverts he has on these videos is disgusting. Is like, I think that was the reason. Okay, no problem, Paranormal Mama, and we can do that. I think that was the reason I unsubbed him, because he was begging for money too much. Really puts me off. Understand people using this as a vehicle to make more money. It's good. It's great. But when they start to beg a bit too much and go on about in every video and have adverts every 5 minutes, no, no, no. You ever watch Bruce Splits? He's a good wrestling YouTuber. Aaron Rift's pretty good, pretty solid. NoDQ.com. I used to like Hulk Culture and Cultaholic. Both to me are the same thing. But I think they've became marks themselves. Yeah, they became marks for themselves, in my opinion. And them two, both Cultaholic and World Culture Wrestling, they really bow down to Dave the Mark Meltzer far too much. Like, he's just a fan. He's never wrestled before in his life. He's got these sources in WWE, gets the news wrong quite frequently, and on quote, he was the same guy, Dave the Mark Meltzer, that said The Undertaker was done in 1994. This is your reliable source. Sean Views Entertainment, I believe he was called. I haven't watched him in a long time. But he seemed to have a lot of trolls wrestling. He seemed to get a lot of dislike from other guys out there. I haven't watched him personally in a long time. The most I used to be a bit of a Jim Cornette mark, but then all this hating BS with Vince Russo and Jim Cornette having the inability to not mention Trump in any of his videos. I started going off him and started watching Vince Russo, his arch nemesis, more and becoming more of a Vince Russo mark than a Jim Cornette mark. And I love, well, it's maybe love's a strong word. I really like his castrating the marks show Vince Russo does with Jeff Lame, maybe not Lame. Well, it's Jeff someone, and it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Like what they do is they'll react to audio from your Dave Meltzers, your wrestling experts, and it's pretty funny. You know how it is. You state your opinion on anything. You think it's a good thing, or Dave? How's your YouTube channel coming along? I'm just going to check if I'm sub to you with this channel. I'm pretty sure I am. I'm just going to double check. Right. Yes, I am. I'm just checking. I am sub to you. I seem to be subscribed to a lot more people on this channel, so it is hard to keep up with the new uploads, but I'll keep a lookout. I am going to try and watch others more and more. And yeah, feel free to message me on Facebook anytime. May get myself a cup of tea soon. It's good. I'm glad Hen's vlogs seem to have a good time in here, and we're getting a number of new regulars in. It's good to see. Long may that continue. But I'd recommend castrating the marks, Vince Russo, the Vince Russo brand. I hope I'm subbed to him on here. Let's just check things out. Got any recommendations, Paranormal Mama? I am trying to discover new channels. Not doesn't need to be wrestling related, but just um, I am subscribed to Vince Russo. I'm going to subscribe to Jim Cornette, one of his channels. I believe one of his channels is no longer. There's one called Jim Cornette versus the World. I'll sub that one. I used to really like Corny, but I've really gone off him recently. He became more of a Vince Russo mark. Has there been any paranormal activity in this live stream tonight? Let me know. I'm gonna sub WWE actually. I'm actually converting back to WWE. They're like pulling me in. Sub them. Keep up to date with all the good and the bad and the ugly. Let's see. I'm gonna sub UFC too. 25 years old UFC this year. They have 5 million subs. WWE is quite a mental number of subs they've got. I mean, they blow UFC out of the water with subs. They have 35,000 subs. That's crazy. In comparison to other like sports, real sports. That's pretty funny. Not seen any ghost days yet. Maybe they're waiting for the commercial break when I go and make my tea. I'm glad to see you. Always good company, Paranormal. I think I will subscribe to the marks for themselves to whole culture. Such a hypocrite. I like keeping my eye, especially if I'm going to make a third wrestling a wrestling themed channel. I need to keep my eye on my competition, if you will. Cultaholic. PMDB is coming for you. And take your place. I won't take this third channel, wrestling channel, seriously at all. You still here, Paranormal Mama? Oh, on the hour mark, I'm going to get myself a damn cup of tea and talk some more for half an hour or so, and then I'll wrap this 160th live stream up. Now, Hens Vlogs was asking when I'll be back. Perhaps there will be a video tomorrow. I'll be in my trademark fleece in this live video and every live video going forward. That's a new unwritten rule. But when that will take place, I'm not sure. You know, when you start doing them, I seem to do so many at a time when I start getting into the habit of them again. So I wouldn't be surprised if there was one tomorrow, but we shall see. It's good to see some new faces in the last couple of live streams. It's quiet just now. I think I'm going to get myself a cup of tea just now. So I'll be right back. And I hope to continue to have a good time on here. Hey ho, let's go. Oh, Paranormal Mama, if you're still there, goodbye to yourself. Thank you for popping in by. Talk to you later indeed. Is it me, myself, and I? I think it is. Let's have a look. It says there is still one person watching. Hello. 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 Oh, just me, you, and I, Miley. Miley. It's time to put Topster hat on. Since nobody's watching. 2 people watching now. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you are new to my live streams, my channels in general, my videos are very random. As for my live streams, I just simply interact with whomever comes in. I don't usually have a theme. It's a bit awkward when there's not much going on in the chat. So, since it's not particularly busy right now, if there's 2 people watching, I'll have a look at the chat. Have a look at the rest of the news, Whole culture as the headline. Why we are all with Roman Reigns, and I completely agree with that headline. We are all, for sure, whether you're a fan of his character or not, irrelevant. We're all here for Roman Reigns. That news today set me back. I'll keep checking the chat. There's nobody watching now. Oh, still got the trademark fleece on. Still on the long-haired journey. I'll leave the stream on until I finish this cup of tea. I'll have a look at some reviews. I'm thinking, if I do go ahead with this wrestling themed channel, I'll maybe, not just like read news. Anybody can do that, but I'm gonna react to the news as well and give my opinion on the latest and breaking news stories. It's one of my ideas for a wrestling theme. So coming up is the WWE Evolution pay-per-view, the all-women's pay-per-view that I will not be watching. I don't think it would be worth the price of the matches. I think the main event's Ronda Rousey versus one of the Bellas. No, thank you. I love Ronda. No time for the Bellas. Wouldn't wish them any harm, but I think their wrestling characters both suck. Oh, isn't this exciting? New documentary on Hulk Hogan's divorce set to premiere next month. Love you, Hulk Hogan, but nobody cares. Nobody cares. Angle's training for in-ring return. I believe Angle will be in action at the Saudi Arabia Crown Jewel special event, if you will. They'll see the return of Shawn Michaels after 8 years of retirement. Angle's training for that. Some wrestling World Cup competition, some BS or something. Let's see what else is happening. Let's see the backstage news on. Actually, Raja, my favorite Raja.com. It's so slow. Sometimes. According, scroll down. The Observer Radio, is that hosted by Dave the Mark Meltzer? Oh yes, of course it is. Between the WWE product being so painfully bad to the WWE fans like thinking Dave Meltzer and your Ryan Satins and your Brian Alvarez's and these type of people, like treating them like they're God and the gospel. I don't know. It's so unbearable. So unbearable being in the middle of all that going on. Spoiler alert, it's suggested that Braun Strowman will be the next WWE Universal Champion. It's likely he will defeat Brock Lesnar at the Crown Jewel special event. However, Dave the Mark Meltzer, who once says in 1994 that The Undertaker gimmick was dead, cautioned that it's always possible that WWE could throw another curveball by ponying up more cash to Lesnar to have him win the title back and stick around a little bit longer. But that doesn't appear to be the route the company is going. Same guy that said The Undertaker was done in 1994, so take that news with a pinch of salt. One person watching. Who's watching? Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Well, if you're new here, welcome to my live stream. It can be very random right now because it's me, myself, I, and you. I'm reacting, reading off some wrestling news. But usually I just interact with the chat. There's nobody in the chat right now. That's the problem. So, yeah. But feel free to chat away and I'll interact with you. You can deal with the company. That's the title. Shell's in Ireland. You know what, Shell's in Ireland? You've been great company. I'm making you your part of the blue mod team now. Glad to see you're here. You sounded very comfy, cozier earlier. Hope you appreciate. I've got my fleece on, my trademark fleece, which is I'm going to be wearing in every live stream going forward as an unwritten rule. I've got a cuppa as you had earlier, so I'm comfy, cozy too now. You're very, very welcome. So, what are you up to now, apart from watching this mug? I am the Fleeceguy. Yes. I have a addiction to going live and a love for fleeces. Nobody quite like me. This channel was almost called Fleeceguy. I was almost tempted. I thought there is more to me than a love for fleeces. Seriously, I know I like to keep life simple, but there is more to me than fleeces. So I just went with the PMDB live instead. But I was close. Just trying to work some stuff out for my vids. Will keep us up to date. Shells in Ireland. And I'm just making sure I'm sub to you with this channel. Yes, I am sub to you. So I will be looking out for you when you do upload something. And I appreciate your support. And you're becoming one of my regulars in here, and I'm happy. I must be doing something right. I don't follow it either, to be honest. I have a passion for it. But I find, and this is coming as a wrestling fan, I find today's WWE very unwatchable, and that's coming from a wrestling fan. So that shows you how bad the product is right now. That not even a wrestling fan can sit through it. Superfly Jimmy Snuka, eh? Back when he was in his prime. But we had a wrestling fan in earlier on, Paranormal Mama. I think you probably know of her. And she likes the wrestling. She watches it more than me these days. And I'm kind of debating about turning my third channel, instead of it collecting dust, into a wrestling themed channel. But the problem is, I don't like today's WWE product. And I really don't. You've no idea how much I despise that company on so many different levels. Not only do they produce bad content on a regular basis, in my opinion, but their double standards and how they Like, the more I look into WWE, the more I generally think they're an evil company. I genuinely think they're evil. Stuff they probably best say no more. Probably best say no more. Shells in Ireland says it turned into a big dumb soap opera, and now it's turned into a very unwatchable big dumb soap opera, in my opinion. Yeah, she is nice. Paranormal Mama is one of the finest ladies you'll find on here. Always, always have a good time when she's in here. So I guess I must be doing something right. You keep coming back. I appreciate it. Um, I'm just me. I'm just me. I can be sour sometimes, for what you see is what you get. I'm just me. And so, have you any ideas what type of videos or what topics you're gonna talk about on your up and coming YouTube videos, apart from wrestling, of course? Um, any ideas? Do you know how to become successful on YouTube? I don't. Not that I want to now, anyways, but I have no idea how to do it. What are you up to just now, anyways? Are you having a cuppa yourself? So, when and how did you discover me on here? Again, may I ask? I'm always intrigued how people stumble across me. God bless them. A few people live I can see right now. Check them out at some point. Yes, I'm going to do book reviews on thrillers. I'm going to invite on my YouTube friends to entertain the masses, and my weight loss videos, and hey, scare, what am I saying? Skincare and makeup. Oh, lucky you! You found me in your recommended videos. That's funny. So YouTube does know I exist. Yes, that's a mix of different types of themes going on there. You know what? I'd probably be intrigued in your book reviews the most. Um, but I'm intrigued what you're like, actually. What you look like, what you sound like. I'm intrigued. Wow, poor you. God, good God. Surprised you haven't turned to drink watching me for months. I wouldn't watch me for months, tell you that right now. What do you mean you're so annoying? I don't find you annoying. I find you good company. You seem to get on with others in here. You're going to hate me. No, I'm. I don't even think I would dislike you. There's people I don't like in life on here in general, but I just don't pay them any attention. Don't watch their stuff. I don't interact with them. I just move on. I don't become a troll. But hmm, if I may ask, maybe you'll find me annoying. If I may ask, why would I find you annoying? You have a big mouth and think everything is funny. I'm sure I won't find you annoying at all. Hmm. I'm honestly, I think we're good. Ooh, Gemma's live right now. I'm gonna go into Gemma's live stream. Turn the volume down. Talk about merch. Right. I'm invading Gemma's live stream now. Her video volume down in case I'm sure Gemma wouldn't say anything out there, but just in case. You're not Irish either. I'm not Irish myself, even though a lot of people think I sound Irish. But I'm sure I'm not going to hate you. I live in Northern Ireland, but I'm a California. Really? So, what brought you to Northern Ireland? Have you been back in the States lately? I was there in August. I've only been 4 times. That's more than a lot of people's been to the States from here, mind you. I was in Oklahoma and Houston, Texas, a couple of months ago. See, you're watching the same stream as me. I'm watching you, watching Gemma. If that makes any sense. You can watch Gemma together. Sounds comfy cozy. I can actually hear anything Gemma is saying in the stream right now. I've turned her volume down. But she is very, very nice. Right. Cross out Gemma just now. Hell Kitten, I'm going to subscribe to this person. Looks intriguing. I shall watch this video again. What's this? Sorry, I'm trying to multitask here. I'm not great at multitasking. Love the weather, the drink. LOL, I don't drink. She's incredible. I love the work she does. It's nice hanging out. Yeah, feel free to hang out anytime. You're good company too. And I'm glad you continue to pop in. Watch Gemma again soon. What was I going to do? Is there anything? Do you have any other social media? I do. Well, I've got one other social media. Um, I'm on Facebook. You can find me. Feel free to message me on there if you fancy. Paul Michael David Bain on there. I don't think there's anybody else called that, but just be cautious in case there is another duplicate account. But I tell you what, I'll comment on uh, your page or something. But look me up, and you should send me a message, and I'll get back to you if you're on Facebook. I used to be on Twitter, but I gave the ghost up, and just I was the less social media, the better I feel sometimes. I don't think I would join Twitter again. So you just look up my name, you should find me on Facebook. My trademark fleece ponytail thinks my pick. I don't have a number of friends on Facebook, but you block all the a-holes, eh? So are you on Facebook too? I'm quite happy once I've spoke to others. I'm quite happy to accept them on. I'd accept them as a friend too. But feel free to message me on there. I did keep Twitter for about 2 years, but I suppose it's better than I'm off here because I'm very up and down, extremely bipolar sometimes. A lot of mental health issues. And it's not the best place. Social media sometimes. I have all my social media on lockdown. I keep Facebook for the people I know in real life. That's a good thing. I wouldn't say that's a bad thing. I only have 28 pals on Facebook. Some are from that I've known for months and months. Oh no, some I've known for months and months. So I've got Gemma and Kelly and Paranormal Mom on my Facebook. Triple D Dave, he's on it. Um, I'm kind of locked down. I hide my friend list just to, you know, I don't want trolls to start annoying my friends. So I'm a bit locked down too. I can totally understand why. I don't think people realize how big a problem trolls are until they start, slandering you, trolling you. I've heard there's duplicate accounts out of me on here, parody accounts and stuff with my own name and image. I've seen them do that to many others too. You gotta really make sure you're actually talking to the genuine individual. And I think Susan at YouTube really needs to start taking this troll march seriously and start, having some sort of way where you've got to provide ID and stuff. I've had two real life stalkers, so oh, that's sends chills down my spine. Well, I'm blessed that you feel like you can chat in here and keep coming back. So I appreciate that. It seems like you watched a while until you started to come into the chat. Gemma's still on, it looks like. Still off guard mute, so I have no idea what you're saying. Could be calling me beautiful and the best YouTuber ever, for all I know. Two people watching now, apparently. How many live streams can you watch at once? I struggle watching two live streams at once. I don't know how people can watch. I've heard of people watching multiple live streams and things at once. I don't know how they do it and keep up with the chat. No way I could do that. Shells in Ireland says, yes, I usually say nothing for the first year. I feel blessed that you say he's spoke within a few months then. She's welcome everyone. I'm thanking everyone for being there. Yeah, she's a great support, Gemma. I love bantering back and forth with her. I love nipping her brain about politics. She's good. She's good, Gemma. Now I'm not logged into Facebook just now, but did you find me? If so, like I say, feel free to message me there. I really appreciate that, Shells in Ireland, saying that. And I'm glad that you like the vibes created in here. I really do my best to not pay any attention to trolls, to drama, not get dragged into that. There's a lot of drama stuff that goes on here. It's not for me at all. No time for it. We've only got so little time on Earth. Why do I want to waste it on bullshit? I don't care about views. Could not give a shit about views these days. Um, you know, what is that? What does views get you in the long run? Does it get you a place, after life? Does it get you in a good place after life? so. I don't think so. Drama certainly won't. Promise you that. But I like that. I like. Thank you. I appreciate the compliments. No problem, Shells in Ireland. As I say, I don't understand, but I'm a bit like that too. But feel free to send a private message. Feel free. But yeah, you take care, and I appreciate you spending time with us in here tonight. And you have a nice tight night. Tight. You have a nice night too. Take care. So just the two of us again, Miley. What will we do? Thank you very much, Shells in Ireland. Thank you very much. In fact, I might wrap up this live stream and go and check out Gemma. Shall we wrap? I think we should wrap up this live stream. Yeah. In fact, before I do go and check out Gemma, I'm gonna wear my infamous the hat that makes me feel more of a man, makes me feel like a Superman when I put it on. I'm stealing from Mr. West. Gemma, if you're watching, this is exactly how I'm going to be watching you on YouTube right now. Make PMDB great again, right? Good night, folks. Hope you enjoyed the 160th PMDB live stream in my trademark fleece. Still on the long-haired journey. No need to. I don't really need to say goodbye. I don't, unless people watch this in replay. Goodbye. Good night. Not sure when I'll be on again soon. Perhaps tomorrow. I don't think there'll be more episodes tonight, this morning. But maybe tomorrow. But if I do a disappearing act again, don't stress. I'll be back when I feel it is the right moment to come back. I'll be my trademark fleece if it is a live video again. All right. Good night.